guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back, and thank you so much for being here. My name is Karen, as obvious, and today I'm joined by my friend Makena. With how long have you been friends?
I think since I
came to no,
yeah.
not since you came to Nyeri.
I think so.
No.
Yeah, I'm so sure. If it wasn't like in my first day, it's probably my second.
Yes,
yeah.
I remember. The only reason I remember is when we were down there, worship team, and you were new, either first year or second year. So, as you are aware, I live in Nyeri, and Makena schools here in Nyeri. So, in this month of February, we are talking about finances, and as you have already seen, personally, I have been working for the last going to 6 years. Makena is a student, almost graduating, and yeah, ready to come out to start life. I mean, she's been living, so she's just ready to continue. And in this video today, we are talking about debt, what we know about debt, our experiences with what debt is, and yes, just sharing our story about debt. So, Makena, what do you understand debt to be, according to you?
Okay.
Do you have any like?
Okay, I think like when I think of debt, I mostly think of like owing someone money. It could be a person or an institution money.
Yeah.
And for me, I learned like I think while I was in high school, there's like good debt and there's bad debt. So in my head, I was like, okay, I can get good debt, but I should at all costs avoid bad debt. Okay. So I went into like when I was joining uni. That was something like consciously in my mind. Yeah.
Wow. I wasn't thinking of bad or good debt.
Yeah.
But at least I had an idea of what debt is. And the other thing that if I'm thinking about debt is at that time, probably when I was joining uni, it was just debt from friends, or maybe in high school, debt from friends. You know what we call the soft loans. But I remember that I knew I had to return. Like if I borrow someone money, I know that the people might need it. Like no one just has extra. Like who wants money? You get some, you get some. Like you have to. I knew I have to return what I owe. That has always been at the back of my mind, even up to now. So have you had any experience of bad debts?
Yeah, I did have like an experience with bad debt. AKA student loans, AKA HELB loans.
Why would you say HELB loan is a bad debt? I'm thinking HELB loan is
okay, it depends. For someone else it's a good like kind of debt. For someone else it's a bad debt, depending on what you did with your money.
Oh, okay.
That would determine whether it falls under good or bad. So for me, I can't tell you like, you know, I got this money and I have anything to show for it, as in like how, let's say maybe in essence like a lot of it didn't go really into like helping me make more money. Some of it went into like my school fees, so at least maybe that aspect was good use of the money. But a lot of it I was probably spending on now like other stuff. Okay, maybe thinking about it, like, because it was like taking care of my day to day. Yeah. So maybe it wasn't like such a bad thing. I didn't like, you know, go on a trip or you know,
with the money.
Yeah, or I didn't really, I would say, at least spoil myself with the money. I was really trying my best to use it to the best of my ability because I knew I had to pay this money back.
Wow.
Okay, for me, I didn't want to borrow the money. That's why maybe I had like a bad attitude towards it. Yeah, it's not something I was looking forward to having. Yeah. I didn't want to. And I think if the circumstances at that point were different, I would probably not have taken it at all.
Wow. You know how I found myself with this? Okay, for me, I really needed the money, but I didn't know about HELB loan. I actually thought that this is money you just given, you'll never have to repay it again. Until now I completed, and then here you've shown the statement and it keeps increasing. So when you sing about using it for your day to day, the difference between public and private uni is for private uni it used to go straight to the school account. You never see the money
at all.
No, you don't. It doesn't come to your account. Oh. You guys give your account numbers, account details. No.
Like there's a section that goes into like the school account for your school fees,
really?
And then like the larger portion goes to your account.
I don't know if it is like that right now, but the time I was in campus, the money used to go to school, the whole of it. No, but I think it was for everyone. It just all of it used to go to school. But you could hear those who are in private unis, they used to get some money. I don't know if now you have the choice now to like decide what you want to do with it, because was it all coming to your account? Like if they've given you 50k for a term, for a semester, it all comes to you and then you decide which one goes to school fees.
Yeah. Like the like if you get 50k, they'll subtract maybe like 50k per year. Let's say if you get 50k per year, they'll subtract like 4k for the first semester and then another 4,000 for the second semester. Then the rest goes to you. So you get like 42. And then like the 8 goes automatically to the school account. So you decide what to do with the 42.
Wow!
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah, but now the other 42 is up to you to decide what you want to do.
I don't think I would be wise enough to handle you guys. What?
So all your money went to school?
Yes!
Oh, okay.
It used to go straight to the account for... You knew this semester you've been given 20, all of it in Naenda. But then it used to be like a drop in the ocean, because private uni, the money, the school fees was quite a lot. Yeah. So did you used to borrow from friends or from relatives? No? My God.
I was actually, when you're talking about soft loans, I was like, have I ever borrowed money? If I have borrowed money from someone, I can't even remember. I don't remember borrowing money. I remember there's a time I tried, like, I think is it not Fuliza, the one that you borrow credit? Is it Fuliza? Is that Fuliza?
Is it Mshari?
No, like, if you don't have credit,
Okoa.
and then it's, Okoa. You see, the fact that I don't even remember the name. I think I've done that once in my life. And then I was like, after I realized that, you know, how you're not just paying back the money you get, they don't even give you like the full amount you borrow. They give you like a section of it and then you have to pay back. I was like, hey, me? No, thank you.
So you don't know anything about Mshwari?
No, I have never taken like Mshwari or Fuliza. I haven't.
Oh my God, I'm so
if I don't have money, imagine I just tell God I don't have money, please provide. I don't think about like Mshwari and all that, because I think like somewhere also in the Bible, I don't know, let me not say in the Bible, but I think
it's
from
written,
what I
just say it is written.
I think it is written like in terms of like God is your shepherd, like the Lord is my shepherd. That's Psalm 23. I shall not want. So I took that seriously. I was like, I should not want, Lord. There are times that maybe I really don't have money to do something. I'll be like, okay, if it's not like a necessity, I'm okay going without it, like God provides.
I love that.
And if maybe it's a necessity, I'm really trusting on Him, like literally, give us this day our Lord, give us this day our daily bread. Like that was my attitude, and I think that's why I've ended up not like borrowing.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah, I probably have. I don't think I've gone without borrowing, but it's so rare that I can't remember the last time I did it. And I've also like I'm also not like a really big fan of borrowing money from people, because also I know the aspect of like people borrowing money from. I think that's what has happened a lot in my life, where people now borrow money from me. And I have to like chase them down to for them to pay me back.
And you know, it's not usually a good nini. Like, it's not a good place to be in. The one who is asking is actually feeling guilty, and you shouldn't be feeling that.
I hate it. That's why I've been like, I don't want to make someone ever feel that way. Like, even if I was to borrow like money in future, I wouldn't want to like, I would want to pay it back when I say I'll pay it back.
So let's talk about Mshwari. Like for me,
okay, Ebu, please explain.
Mshwari.
I don't know. At least I know Fuliza. Fuliza is like you borrow money from M-Pesa.
I've never used Fuliza.
I think that's
but I know Mshwari.
Ebu, tell me Mshwari.
Mshwari, it's usually in M-Pesa. Then you can borrow money from them. Then you have a loan limit. I remember there's a time I told myself, I think like two years ago, I was so fond of Mshwari, but then it got to a point I'm like, do you know I can like be free from this thing? And one thing about debt is that it enslaves you. So I told myself I would be free from this. So the minute I was borrowing from Mshwari, like I knew I'm borrowing this because of convenience. Like I don't have the money is there and I need it here now, so I can take it and just. But of course, there are repercussions to it because of interest. You're not paying back the same. Until this year again, I borrowed from now Mshwari, and yeah, like I'm looking forward to just being done with it.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's interesting, because I think like also for me, I don't know if I'd say I fear debt. Probably my tendency, I don't want to have debt. Probably because what you've said, I have seen, like I've grown up seeing like people taking loans here and there, and what happens like if you don't pay your loans. Like I've seen what can happen to you, like now through family. So I was like, I never want to be in that situation. So my strategy is never to borrow any money at all. So I think now that's interesting, like for me, like because I knew that was like I didn't want to be in that position. I aimed to like never at any point borrow money. I was like, let me just stay as I am. If I don't have. Yeah. But not have to like borrow money. Yeah, I guess that's why when I now got the student loan, I didn't want to have, like, honestly, I was ready to like, let's do this, you know, I'll trust you. But like at that point, I wouldn't even say like my circumstances were not good, and like I needed the money for sure. That coupled with now pressure from family, they're like, no, take it, like you will be able to pay it back, you know, if you know you need the money to do ABCDFGH. So I caved into the pressure, and then I took the loan.
Did you have a choice of not taking it?
I don't know, like you see, you're being sent money. So if the person sending you money is telling you take that loan, because me, I'm not, I don't know, like I'm not sure about me, the way I'm gonna be sending you money, it's going to be consistent. It was like that. So I was not like, when the person who's you're relying on to send you the money is telling you that, you're like, hey,
so you better have something.
Yeah, they're like telling you better get that money, because hey, me, I can't really say for sure at I'll be able to send you money. So I don't know if I had refused what would have happened, but I can tell you for sure it's not like all that money sustained me at the whole year. So if like the times that the money was not there, like I was being sent the money like through now different like channels, like different people sending me money. But I would say I don't see, like, I think I would have probably survived if I had not taken that loan. That's my opinion, because the times that I didn't have, like, God did provide. So the times that the money was there, that's when maybe I was not being sent money, probably. But when it was not there, God was providing in his own way. So when I got that loan, I was like, God, you know, I don't want to take this loan. I really don't want to take this loan. So like I set out, like in first year when I got the loan, I was like, we need to clear this loan.
The minute you started getting it, you were like, I need to clear this loan.
Like when I was applying for it, I was like, yes.
How old are you again? 35.
I was like, when I was applying, I was like, God, I have to clear this loan. I don't want this loan.
Able to tell us the story of how you were able to clear that loan?
So like, I put that as a goal of mine to clear the loan before I finish school. And I'd say like throughout that journey, it's not like I knew how I was gonna clear it, but like through the side hustles I got the opportunity to do, through the jobs that I had the opportunity to do, I was putting like them. If I like any excess money I had or was being given, I was putting it aside to pay that loan. I was like, that's the thing that I need to do. Like that was like my biggest financial like goal was to clear. And God is so faithful. I don't think like what you're saying, like debt can be enslaving. I don't think he wants his children to be enslaved by anything. So God did come through, and I was able to clear my loan before I finished school.
Actually, like, because when you'll be graduating, you'll also be graduating like from debt. You'll be debt free.
For sure, I'd be debt free, and I'm so excited. I was so happy when I was getting like that certificate of mine, like, you know, I cleared the loan. I was so happy. I didn't tell anyone, because a lot of people are not like, you know, unfortunately some of the friends I had at that time, when I did share with them like this is my plan, they were not so like encouraging me towards like, you know, being debt free. So like, you know, you don't really have to pay that money, you can use that money to do something else, like no one really cares, they won't even come for you and all that stuff. But I knew my experience, I knew how people who did not pay their loans, what happened to them. Like I had pictures of like family members who, you know, things were repossessed. They
really?
They lost a house, or like, you know, auctioneers came to auction their stuff. So I had mental pictures. I was like, I'm not going to be that person. So when I realized my friends were, now some of my friends were not on board, I was like, you know, let's do this. Let me do this with God. So I went, I got it. I think I only told like one person like that has happened. I didn't even tell my family. I didn't tell anyone anything, because I didn't want bad or negative energy. Like this was for me, and like I think with me clearing that loan, it really helped me strengthen my faith in God. I was like, oh God, you've done this for me. Like you have helped me clear my loan. Like literally before I finished school, I didn't think this was possible, but you made it possible. There's nothing I can't trust you for now.
How important is it for you to surround with people who are like cheering you on onto what you want to achieve?
I think it's like so important, you know, like especially in campus, a lot of people are still trying to figure themselves out. A lot of people make a lot of their mistakes while there. So I understand, like maybe some of my friends are still trying to figure themselves out. They still felt they had room to make mistakes and all that stuff, but it's important, because I feel like if I listen to my friends, I would not be seated here debt free. I'd be here with a loan that was waiting for me to pay. That you're still
waiting to, like, you're wondering, how do I even start doing it?
That would be acquiring interest. I'd not be,
you know, even as we talk, because now I had the opportunity to clear my loan back then, but I didn't. I was just like, okay, I'm done with, I don't know why I thought this thing was not really a loan.
Those were the people I was around.
So, cause after graduating, I got some job kidogo, but that was nowhere in my list that I could start paying my loan. Nowhere, such that even when I got now the current employment that I am in, I remember one of my uncles was telling me, don't be in a hurry to, like, you know, complete that. Just pay the list. And I did that. I went to them. I negotiated with them. I said, I just want to pay the list of that you would allow. And that is how my loan has taken, like, now close to 6 years. I'm actually completing it this year. And I'm so excited, because I just wish I could have started earlier, like you know, I don't know, like, but so much I've learned.
But what you're saying is true. A lot of people have that attitude, you know, you don't have to pay it back. Like, but there are people who know, like, this is a loan, but they still feel like they're sure they're gonna find a way of not paying it back.
Like, of
like,
paying it.
Yeah, they have their plan set out on how they're not going to pay it back. And you know, that's them. Like, that's their story. If you wanna do that, like me, I was like, I'm not going to sit here and try to, like, convince you. For me, I guess when I realized, like, you know, I'm going to have to do this alone, I personalized the journey. I was like, you know, God, this is between me and you. I really need you to do this for me, to help me get through this. And for me, like, it wasn't even so much, I realized, like, later on, it wasn't so much about being so debt free. What it did for me was that faith aspect, that whoa, like, my faith is now on not the same level as it was before. I think that at first I thought, you know, that the biggest benefit is being debt free, but now looking at it, it's that faith aspect that I trust God so much more. Because if He did that for me, like, going in future, if I'm starting now my business and I need, like, money to come through, I can trust Him to, like, make things come through. Do
you see yourself, like, maybe in the future taking a loan?
I think it's not, like, usually the first option in my mind. Like, you know, like, if I'm in a certain situation, I can take a loan. That's not the first thing on my mind. But I feel like if this is not me saying I will never ever take a loan. If I was to take a loan, I would want it to be, like, good debt. I'm using that money probably to make me more money. Probably that's what the attitude. So I can't say I'll never take a loan, but I don't think it will be the first thing on my mind.
Like, also your mind and what you think about loan or debt is different than someone who is just taking it for the sake of it.
Because a lot of people use, like they like do Fuliza, they take loan, all these loans, hustler fund, now that's in, like, all that stuff, and it's not like they're using it, like, for something urgent. to buy stuff that they probably don't need.
Yeah.
Yet it's like to add, it's more for luxuries
Yeah,
than it is a necessity.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you see yourself like
Yes. I'm kind of taking debt, taking loan. Yes, like currently I have loan that I have student loan, I have SACCO, let me not even list them. I have loans that I'm currently servicing. So I see myself taking, but I also want that loan to help me.
Yeah.
Like when I'm paying that loan, I don't want to be paying it and feeling, where did that money go? Of course, there's that pain of repaying back, because you wish that money would have gone somewhere else, but there's no joy. I mean, nothing can match the joy that I would have when I'm done with it. And the way you're saying, I would want the loans that I would take to help me also just become better. If it's not helping me as an individual, then I don't want it. Yeah. But if I'm in a position where I need to take loan, I would take a loan. But my mind has now like changed. And now when you're talking about debt, and there's something I do at the beginning of the year, which I would want to do it now more frequently, is just know how much I'm entering the season or the year with. Like right now, I know.
Like to the
yes, to the coin. Like the people I owe like money, I have written down and how much I owe them, and now the figure in its entirety is there staring at me, so that I can be able to know even when I'm leaving, like there's someone I need to, or this institution I need to be, returning back the money, like, servicing my loan.
Yeah.
And I think that one has helped me. Like
yeah.
I look back and then I'm like, wow, I started the year at this, and this is where I am at, just for tracking purposes.
Yeah, I think that's important.
Yeah.
Definitely, like what you're saying, like finding out how much money you
yeah.
Because a lot of people like probably have no idea. They don't even want to like think about it.
It's not easy. It's not easy because you see it and then you're like, you can actually be discouraged. But when you know like where your money, where the loan you're taking is going, you won't be discouraged. Actually, you feel like I want to work more to repay, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that has been our experience about it. So what would you tell someone who is thinking, maybe as a student, what advice would you tell someone who is a student and maybe they are finding themselves in that? Some probably are thinking of servicing their loans, others are thinking, no, I don't want to do these things. Like, I want to, if there's a way I can avoid paying back. So what would you tell someone?
Yeah, like I'd say everyone's journey is different, but like for you as yourself, you need to determine like who you are, what you stand for as a person, in terms of like your financial goals. You need to like at least have that, like these are my financial goals, and probably you would also want to find out what kind of lifestyle you want to live in the future.
Yeah.
Do you want to be someone who is always, being chased down to pay people's loans? Do you want to be that person? Do you want to be the person who like has so many loans you're not able to spend your money in peace, because every time you're spending your money you're thinking about all the people you owe money.
They're just at the back of your head.
Yeah, it depends on who you want to be, and based on like what you write down or what you decide for yourself, I believe you can be able to take better steps. Like if that student loan is not going to help you and it's not necessary, and you can see you're probably going to use it to buy luxuries, just avoid it.
Yeah.
Find another ways to buy the luxuries you're going to need, or the luxuries that you want. There's nothing wrong with luxuries. There's nothing wrong with having, that nice thing that you want. The thing is now like you taking a loan so that you can buy it. Taking a loan to go for a trip to Mombasa or wherever. No, like find other ways to fund your luxurious life that you want to attain. That's much better. That's what I'd say. And if you have a plan for that loan, you're like, I'm gonna take this loan and this is how I'm gonna use it to better myself, or to make myself money, or to it's something I really need to pay for my education. and that education is gonna help me in future,
Yeah.
you do what you need to do.
Yeah.
That would be it from me.
Thank you. So for me, as someone who was, how do I say, was lazy about their loan in the beginning, I will tell you, if your first employment or whatever it is, you're able to get sources of income mapema, like just after completing uni, your studies, please start paying that loan as soon as possible. And the good thing, if you can even do it through M-Pesa, or the other way, you can even go to them, because I remember I went to their offices when I was employed, and I asked, this is what I would want you guys to deduct from my salary. So if you're getting something and it is not, you're not able to pay I think they have either it's 3.5 or 4.5, you're not able to pay that, you can actually approach them and tell them, this is what I'm getting. And the thing is, just start paying. The sooner you start paying, the better it is for you. You're going to complete it. So we are saying debt is not bad, but what you use it for can make it bad, I guess, because there's some people we know, or as she has shared, I think I have one, but like I can't remember vividly, not in family or any other, who've been repossessed because of loans. So if you have a loan, be active in servicing it, as with the same joy that you received it. I know that God is going to help you. So thank you so much, guys, for watching our vlog. This is a vlog, a sit down. So if you enjoyed it and you would want much more of this, kindly just drop a comment in the comment section below, and we'll be glad to do it. And if you liked Makena on the channel, please let me know so that I can also invite her, and I'm gonna link her. She has a channel, and I'm going to link it in the description box below, so go over and see what she does. Thank you so much for watching, and bye. See you in another vlog.